The White House has paused shipment of critical military equipment to Ukraine, including Patriot air defense systems, guided bombs, and 155mm artillery shells, according to the New York Times. U.S. officials say these essential supplies may not reach Ukraine for several months, raising concerns over Kiev's ability to withstand intensified Russian attacks. Official justification: national defense comes first. The Biden administration has cited U.S. national security as the primary reason for the delay. White House spokesperson Anna Kelly explained that the decision followed a comprehensive review of U.S. military readiness and stockpiles, noting the need to safeguard America's own defense capabilities. The Pentagon added that while aid options for Ukraine remain available, resources must now be prioritized to strengthen the United States' global preparedness. Officials insisted that the U.S. is not withdrawing support entirely, but recalibrating its strategy. Congressional warnings and Ukrainian vulnerability. The suspension has sparked alarm on Capitol Hill. Senator Jeanne Shaheen, Democrat, New Hampshire, warned the pause could severely undermine Ukraine's air defenses, increasing the risk of civilian casualties and territorial losses. Critics, particularly among Democrats, have voiced frustration that the pause coincides with dangerous escalation in hostilities. U.S. stockpile shortages were already emerging under the Biden administration due to long-term strain. Analysts and lawmakers now predict delays in resuming arms flows, particularly for urgently needed munitions. How aid has been delivered, and why it's slowing. The U.S. has provided weapons to Ukraine through two main channels: immediate transfers from existing Pentagon stockpiles and long-term purchases from arms manufacturers. However, the first method has largely exhausted available resources, while large-scale procurement contracts will take months to fulfill. The exact timeline for resuming aid depends on presidential approval and completion of an ongoing audit of military inventories. The Pentagon says it is monitoring the situation closely and is prepared to shift strategy as needed. Strategic reprioritization and global implications. Former President Donald Trump has also emphasized a shift in U.S. defense priorities, pointing to the need to maintain global military dominance. Ukraine, he said, is no longer the sole focus of U.S. strategic planning. Meanwhile, European allies are facing similar stockpile constraints, which may put additional pressure on Washington to accelerate ammunition production and resupply efforts. According to Politico, the suspended deliveries include Patriot missile systems, Stinger manpads, Hellfire missiles, and 155mm shells, key components of Ukraine's battlefield defense. Reports indicate that all U.S. military aid to Ukraine was briefly paused in February, followed by a more prolonged halt in March. The suspension of intelligence sharing also reportedly enabled Russia to retake parts of the Kursk region, highlighting potential consequences of reduced U.S. support.